So they just announced Real Tanks 2.0. This was actually yesterday or day before. I don't fucking remember, honestly. I'm not gonna watch this whole video because I already watched it. I'm assuming everybody has already seen this shit anyway. I'm just gonna skim through it. Uh, I I don't know if I would call them mixed opinions. Maybe like slightly more negative than positive. But actually, honestly, I haven't really released that much about this update yet. But the first real thing, this garage you're talking about, I swear to God, this is the garage from like fucking 2017. There was a time period, I don't know how long it was. I feel like it was, I feel it was before like Fury came out. I'm pretty sure. It was maybe like 2016, 17, something like that. But that's what like this was literally the fucking garage, more or less, anyway. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I like that garage. I certainly like this type of shit more than it being outside. Like I like when they had the garage like this, and then like for events and stuff, they would do it like outside. I mean, but that's really not that big of a change. The UI fucking pissed me off. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't really like any of it. I mean, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I'm pretty retarded. So, like for example, these like vitamins my mom gets. She usually gets them from Costco. They're like gummy type things. She recently got them from somewhere that wasn't Costco, and they're like a different shape, and it pisses me off. I don't like them. So that's how retarded I am. So when I say I don't like shit changing like that, take it with a grain of salt. But that being said, it just specifically like this is whatever. But the some of the stuff is actually, I mean, it's really not that big of a change. Some of it, like being able to like add groups and stuff. I guess that's kind of cool change, especially for people that have a lot of tanks. So that's what it is. This, I don't know if they have like all this new information and shit like that. They got like the armor models and whatnot from it's like the shit that War Thunder's had forever. I want to see though if in these tabs and stuff you can see something such as the exact hit points of your tracks or something like that. Like extremely useful information that most like 95% of the people that play this game don't even know about actual track HP or how it functions. And it's something you have to go to like Tanks GG or Watt Inspector or something to find out. And it is very important, especially considering there are field mods and stuff that change your track HP. And there are certain tanks that if you're in like high end comp and stuff, you will know, such as like an IS-7 or something. You have to pick your field module depending on what you're doing because there are a lot of tanks you'll face that will track you in one shot if you pick the wrong field mod. And I hope that when they're adding all this new shit into the game, they will add in the underlying stats like track HP. But they don't really show dick. But based on this, honestly, I mean, we'll see. I don't think they're actually gonna add it. This, I guess, is interesting. It's like more for new players and stuff. This, if this is actually what post battle results gonna look like, I'm fucking pissed. It looks like dog shit. I hate it. Fucking ass. Like the tier 11s and stuff. I don't know. I actually want. Okay, one other thing is they talk about all of the tanks that they rebalanced. Where is it? Like right here. Well, you'll notice these are all the tanks rebalancing. There's no T62A, there's no 30B. There was a point in time, I don't know if it ever actually made it to the common test, but they were official stats published by Wargaming. I don't know if it was on the common test or if it was like about to be on the common test, but there were stats for a 30B buff, potentially a T62A. I don't remember T62, but absolutely 30B. And that was right before they decided to make both those tanks along with what, the 113 and Yeah, whatever. I think there might have been another tank. They made those into like collector tanks, whatever the fuck they call them. And what I heard at the time is that they made them into collectors vehicles, so they didn't have to buff them. And based on this, especially, but you know, however many years since they did that, and not buffing them, I believe that's true, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. It like why? It's just one of those things that blows my fucking mind. You're gonna rebalance 300 fucking tanks. Why not just rebalance the 30B T62 113? I mean, 113 is okay, but I mean, it could use a little bit of a buff. So that doesn't make any fucking sense. This is actually, I don't know, but they talk about like simplifying the modules and shit like that. But I don't really understand if you're going to like whatever. I'm not funny. They talk about like every single like tank module tech tree. They removed all of the radios other than one, but they still have like the one radio in the module list. Like, what the fuck is the point of having the one radio there if it can't change it? But I mean that's completely irrelevant. When it comes to tier 11s, I think the only thing I give a fuck about is the leopard. That's about it. Like, um, you know, after going to Aquino, like the Ontario Regiment Museum for the tank weekend for a couple years, they have like 5 leopard 1s there. 2 leopard 1 C2s, 2 leopard 1 like A3 A4, I mean, basically the same tank other than like fire control and whatnot. And then they've got like I think the Belgian leopard 1 A5. But after seeing those, like all I wanted was my fucking leopard to look like a fucking leopard 1 A4 because it's cool as fuck. And like imagine if they had like 3D style like that, man, I would have paid fucking $100 for that. But the thing is, you see some of this gameplay. I mean, I'm not gonna make any judgments until like I actually see the stats and shit. Which I mean, it's pretty funny. I guess they're trying to make hype, but like they announced all this shit and then are just like, yeah, you know, we'll give you actual details later. Like they talk about the matchmaker and shit like that. They don't give any fucking details. But I mean, the leopard looks cool as fuck. That's really the only thing that matters to me. But some of the shit, like, they're kind of teasing. Like, what the fuck is that? One thing, I think this. Like, what is that? It just gets a fucking like bonus 500 ram damage or some retarded shit like that. Like that seems stupid to me. Just shit like that. I mean, I don't know. Like, what is this guy? Boost the amount of damage if you waste longer? That seems kind of retarded. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, like, I get it. It's a 15-year-old game, and it's not really one of those games where you can just like, you know, release a new version 10 years later, like a fucking Call of Duty or some shit like that. So there's always going to be power creep. There's always going to be something they have to do to keep players interested. And I guess tier 11s was pretty much inevitable. And I know, especially after it happened on RU. Um, so I will pass judgment on this when they actually release stats and stuff. But it looks kind of fucking stupid to me, to be honest. Like, it's just, I feel like we're kind of getting to the point where it's just like not really World of Tanks anymore. Like, on this, they talk about, like, what the fuck are these names? Like some of these, like, imbatable. What the fuck is this shit, bro? Controver. I don't know, like, I don't know who the fuck is naming these British heavy tanks. Like, the fucking contraceptive, the goddamn can opener, conceiver, like, the fucking baby maker. Like, what the fuck are these names, bro? Who is naming this shit? Like, the black fucking rock, it's retarded. I mean, it looks cool at least, but I don't know. They gave it like fucking anime eyes, some shit like that. It looks like, dude, this looks like the robot from Treasure Planet. It's played by what's his face? Killed himself. I mean, okay. Well, anyway, like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? It looks like a goddamn self-propelled gun. I don't know. Like, a lot of people that play this game, myself included, like, I originally got into World of Tanks because I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I was Googling tank simulator, and I found World of Tanks, and at that point, I couldn't even fucking play the game because I didn't have my own computer, and my parents had a Mac, and that was back before World of Tanks could be played on Mac. So I had to wait to actually play World of Tanks until I got a laptop. And like I pretty much everybody that got into this game at some point, I know a lot of people got into it because they wanted to play like the World War II tanks. That wasn't me specifically, but I mean I was into tanks and whatnot. We're just like they're just like not tanks anymore. I don't know. Like I feel like there are so many options. Like I mean, it's not really tank destroyers. They don't really tank destroyers as a class kind of got eliminated in what pretty much after World War II. Like Korea, fucking Vietnam, all this conflict. Like at that point, it was everybody was just going to the main battle tank. So there's not really like a tank destroyer. It's actually recently the U.S. was developing a light tank, but it got scrapped because main battle tank is kind of just the only thing anybody cares about. But like I feel like there are a lot of options for like real tanks. I mean, that it's I don't know. Like I don't know. I talk a lot of shit about the wargaming devs and stuff. I mean, I can understand some of the decisions they make, but I feel like a lot of the time they're kind of just missing the point. Like that, it depends like how modern you want to go. Like I mean, this is not a fucking War Thunder type game where the players are gonna, you know, leak classified documents if all the stats aren't exactly as they are in real life. So I mean, you could probably balance an Abrams, but the thing is, like an Abrams, even if you put a fucking Abrams in a T-72 or something, I mean, Abrams is a significantly better tank than T-72. I feel like you could probably balance it, but I mean, it would be difficult. But like I don't know. Like I feel like there are options out there that they would rather fucking make whatever this shit is. And we'll see. Like what is this? Why can't it just be a fucking Leopard 1A4, bro? What is a fucking Verbesert? Like I don't know. Like we'll see. We'll see. I think one of the biggest changes will be the matchmaking. So we'll see. I mean, this is literally all they fucking gave us. There's a bit in the video about it. Matchmaking. Watch it. So I have a matchmaking video, and it seems like they got most of this stuff. They don't really explain anything. So when they release more information, I guess we'll see. See, something like this. Like, there are 3 G-Swords and 3 patents per team, and then it makes it so that there is 1 each per team. So I guess the other ones are going to a different game, which could help, I guess. That's not really what I was talking about. The big thing, this is the most important thing, I believe. Like assault TDs, they're putting them against each other, so they're taking this into account. But it will be interesting to see if they take into account like the difference between them. I don't think they really will. I think like a general like class is as far as they're going to go, because there are some, like, not every sniper TD is equivalent to the other, but I mean it's a step in the right direction, so we'll see where that goes. I think that is probably the most important thing, but yeah, like I feel like I'm not gonna pass judgment until I actually see the stats and shit. But if this is not really what most people were asking for, I feel the thing is like they're kind of between a rock and a hard cock because like how much further can you take the same 10 tiers of tanks? Like they ran out of real fucking tanks. What, like fucking 2017 or some shit. And without going into like how do you have added a fucking Merkava in the game right now? Jesus. What the fuck is a poke pong ho? It's the only fucking picture of this thing. The fuck is that? Looks like a probably just another goddamn like T-72 variant. Fucking billion of those things. Oh yeah. Yeah, literally. Dude, it's actually crazy. Going through this list, how many of these fucking tanks are based on something between like like a T-64 and a T-72. Like half of them. It's fucking hilarious, honestly. The fuck is this? Dude, you know what I wish they added in this game? Even as like a skin. I mean, one of those skins that would kind of fuck with stuff, but the not the M60, but it's like M60 with fucking ERA. Oh my god. This dude, the M60 with ERA. This is not even there was a different one. But god, it looks so fucking cool. This is the kind of thing like that they're just getting away from. Like real tanks just look so fucking cool, bro. That is all I like 90% of the player base, that is like all they care about. They just want they want to play real tanks that look cool, and they're just not real tanks anymore. Like they're like this thing is especially this looks fucking retarded, bro. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe there are some people out there that thinks it looks cool. I think it looks fucking retarded. It looks gay and fake, and it's just not a real tank. Like there are so many fucking real tanks. They make up a completely random fucking tank, like it could look like a real tank. You don't need to try and make a tank look cool. Tanks look cool as fuck. I don't know. Like there are a lot of people that I feel like, especially like old player base. This is actually from the other day. I feel like they accidentally changed the logo because I saw this the other day and it's actually not that anymore. Like they switched it back. I feel like they accidentally made it the new World of Tanks logo. And it looks like fucking dog shit, bro. I don't know. And then Spirit Walker, Take Me Back. This is like the old soundtrack, and I feel like this is kind of where a lot of players are now. Like they just miss what World of Tanks used to be. And I it's actually from my original laptop. It died, but I ended up actually going back and pulling the hard drive out and uh, looking through it. And these are actually just random screenshots I had from 2015. So this is the hanger actually 2015. I don't actually have any screenshots. This is actually it's my second rally ever, but this is like at the time it's like the best game I'd ever played. Yeah, it was back in the day, back when World of Tanks was World of Tanks. But look at this shit. Actually, these are just like accidentally taking screenshots. But man, I don't like the prime World of Tanks for me anyway. Like the most fun I ever had playing World of Tanks was from like 2020 to 2023, probably. Yeah, 15 to 15 campaign. Like NA campaign was a little bit different than EU because EU used to like diplo out the elite front, but on NA we always fought for the elite front. So it's basically just like us and give up the entire campaign just fighting on the elite front. And it was like actually I feel like that experience is what the devs intended. Like we were fighting for actual land. Like we were actually fighting a war. The games they meant something. Like that was World of Tanks. And they killed 15-15 campaigns. Like 15-15 campaigns, especially on NA. Like I don't know about EU. I know like EU used to diplo a lot of shit, so it wasn't like I don't know, they just didn't have as much fun. But on NA, especially like not even just on the elite front. Like I know there was a lot of beef on the fucking advanced front, but the basic front, like the drama on NA from the campaigns, it was, I think, like a lot of people, I think it was the most fun. Like we had playing the game, and I mean, yeah, it sucked for people. You know, sometimes you had to wait around a lot, and obviously, like two fucking straight weeks of having to be there for 5 hours a day to get a tank and stuff like that. I get it. I know why they changed it, but I don't know. I like it's just like not really World of Tanks to me anymore. Like we're just this is I feel like the dev it's we're kind of getting to the point where the devs have inherited a game that they had nothing originally to do with, and they don't know what the game was meant to be, and we're just getting away from it. So you know, we'll see. I guess uh, September. I don't know if it actually comes out on September 3rd or if the just more information is coming out. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The one thing actually that's interesting, this new map, fucking more PvE shit. Like this map, this is one of those maps back when they had whatever that fucking testing mode was, where they had like different maps and you could play them. I specifically remember playing this map, and I'm pretty sure it was like a winter map back then, because I'm not gonna give a fuck to find it honestly. But yeah, we'll see. I guess. I don't know what tier 11 is gonna add to the game, or if it's gonna take away from the game. But I've honestly, I had not watched this video until like earlier today, and I didn't realize that they were actually the tier 11s were like getting fucking like abilities and shit like that. This kind of seems retarded to me. I thought they were just gonna be like better tanks, but I mean at that point, like I don't know how much better can they actually be than tier 10. So I guess abilities was like the only thing, but we'll see. I guess that's it.